and what you and again, the cosmic police person is not comfortable with an uncomfortable outcome. And the cosmic police person would say, hey, your kid's going over, you need to get your kid back. Or the other person is looking at it as, this ain't my responsibility, and this is going to be fun to watch. Let's see what's going to go on.
Right. I think that latter is the right one.
Right. Because death does not matter. Death is not real.
Well, since I'm recording, Laura, I'm going to repeat what I said. I just found some more photographs that they have posted, and this gorilla is in full protect mode. And
I know.
Now I see why they would have had to shoot the gorilla, because the only one that could have retrieved the baby would have been the mama. And I don't think the mama looks like a gorilla. So I don't know if the gorilla would have been able to understand that you're not this baby's mama, and he would not give it over. Right. So, because you see him playing, right here, you see him playing in the water with the baby. He's in full protective daddy mode. Right. And he's hardwired. I know
that with the way the way when that baby hit the water the first time, or that child, it's not a baby, it's a child. Baby is something that can't.
Well, he looks like about 3 years old. I'm looking at the photograph. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
That's not really a baby. And it's more than a toddler. It's But that doesn't matter the age. The age does not matter. What matters is how this gorilla, you can tell, is doing all of the compassionate.
He's doing the cosmic compassion and love, because
right. And did we say
that he jumped? He heard the splash and jumped in there after him, like it was one of his babies. That's what I think people are not understanding. Yeah.
The other thing is that the gorilla understood it was a human child. This was not the first child this gorilla had seen. Maybe it was the first time it's ever had its paws on it, but it is not the first time.
Yeah, I got to drag him across the water.
Well, he drug him across the water like every gorilla I've ever seen drag another gorilla baby.
That's true. That's how he knows how to take care of babies.
Babies. So this gorilla did what it did. But the cosmic handshake between the cosmic police, who were not there, or they were there, because we only intervene when we see the outcome is something we cannot deal with.
I think the zoo had to shoot him, because if they had done anything to show any kind of violence, that gorilla would have taken it as a threat, and he would have gone. I don't know if he would have hurt someone else or if he would have hurt the child, but in his actions to protect the baby, he could have inadvertently hurt the baby. So, I think the zoo made the right decision. That being said, it still hurts. Hurts.
And sometimes the cosmic decision hurts. Someone gets hurt. It doesn't matter. The parents are hurt because for their lifetime, they're going to remember this event. This is going to be something that this child that ended up in the water will become a grandparent one day and talk about. And because of the digital community there is in the world right now, they can go look at their great-grandparent up and see them in the gorilla water. And this is now archived into this family's history.
Yeah, this is a very sad situation, and I wish it had a better outcome, but
the outcome
didn't happen.
The outcome, we don't know what the outcome is. To say that we wish we had a better outcome is to say that everything went on the same for the last 33 years, and this never came.
So saying that I wish it had a better outcome is actually a judgment phrase as well?
Correct. To say that it wished that
had that sucks.
Well, no.
Then how do you comment? How do you grow from this tragedy that, if
ask for wisdom.
So we ask for wisdom from watching this happen?
Right. You say, may I have wisdom of understanding of what I see? And sometimes that wisdom will show up. Sometimes it will show up in a clarity to spark this whole conversation. And we don't know, by having this conversation between the two of us, globally, we're having this conversation between all that listen and just the vibration that we're putting out in this world, that a different outcome may come from this. Well, this may be, if it was predestined, it could be that this gorilla's lifetime was already up, and it was already over, and this gorilla didn't have to suffer with diabetes or heart disease or anything else that would take it down. It was a swift, clean kill. And we can all hope that we can have a swift, clean death. Okay?
Now I can hear people going crazy on that one.
that could be part of it. If we don't know what the outcome is, there's no way that we can know what the outcome was or is to be, because the outcomes keep spinning more outcomes.
I see.
It never stops. So what you can say is that I have wisdom to understand what I see, and realize that you can have that vision beyond this event and look at the possibilities that the universe and the society can choose. This could be, for this family's tragedy, this could be a template for other people to hold on to their children more. This could be a different way in creating a zoo enclosure for the next gorilla to come. Those are the two obvious ones. But there's so many other subsets to this to this conversation.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it's done for me is that I was willing to put the people that were watching this and videotaping this, that maybe they should have also been held responsible. But I think you make me understand that we're all just judging everything here, and we just need to observe it and learn from it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's part of what I'm saying. The other part is this. I was in a situation where I saw two teenage boys fighting. They threw one on the floor. They had a stanchion, was about a 75-pound piece of metal with a cord attached to it to keep lines in rows. He unhooked it, and he was going to smash these two teenage boys were going to smash. One was going to smash the other one's head with it. And there were 300 kids that was witnessing this. It didn't matter about the witnesses, but I saw that I could make a different outcome, because I could not live with the outcome that I was watching, because I knew I could put myself between the action and give a breath of choice between it. And so what I did was I went around and I said to the young man, and he had it hidden high up in the air, and I said to him, "Sir," I called this little teenage boy "sir." He was shocked. I looked at him in the eye and I asked him, "Is this really what you want to do? Is this really what you want to do?" And it gave him a place to move out of this energy, of this intention that emotion had grabbed him by his testicles, and he felt that squeeze of adrenaline, to the need to be right and to control the situation over his friend, and he was going to kill his friend. But he did not realize in the moment that was what he was going to do. He was so blind with rage, he could not see what his actions were going to take him. When I said that to him, he realized what he was doing. Yeah. The guy that he was going to kill ran up off the floor, and this guy that I was speaking to ran into a revolving door. I jumped in the revolving door and caught him between the glasses. And then I realized the police were coming, and I jumped out, and he ran into the police's arms. His outcome was being held responsible for his actions, but he was never charged with attempted murder. He was never, and the 300 kids that were in the lobby did not have to see the death, and the museum did not have to wear that scar. We intervened.
But then you intervened at that moment.
I intervened as the cosmic police and asked. I didn't say you can't do this. I asked him, Is this what you want to do? There was still free will there. The cosmic police showed up, but asked the person, is this what you want to do? Is this your outcome? Is this what you want to live? That's a fair statement. That's no judgment in that. Because if the guy really wanted to do it, he could have done what he did with all the other people saying to him, no, you can't do this. And he punched 3 other people out in the museum because they were saying, you can't do this. And it was will against will. But when I appealed to his common sense or his own judgment of self or whatever I said, I only asked him the simple question, is this really what you want to do? And when he came to his senses, he realized this is not what he wanted to do, and he stopped. So if we were going to approach the woman with the child at the prefaces of the point of before the fall, we could ask the parent, approach the parent, is it your choice for your child to fall into this place? Open the gap. Give the person the freedom to say yes or no. That's not judgment. That's allowing. That's allowing the destiny to come if that's what it is to do, and it's allowing the person the free will to come into play. So it's not about judgment. It's about lovingly enough to being able to stand witness and not have a judgment in the field. But
I'm
just
sure we're going to have
person.
people say something about being the witness and just standing watching it too. So we're going to have,
but you can say
some interesting comments, I'm sure.
But what they can say is, if they want to argue, bring it on, dear hearts. Bring it on, because as long as you have an argument, you have an opportunity for some change of some sort. You are not buried in stone yet. You have not been etched in stone. Even a stone can be eroded away by logic and water. Even a stone can be rubbed against another stone and become smooth. It is the diversity that we all come from that brings us into the wholeness that we become.
It's time already.
Okay, I know I'm here.